my name is Bill Verhoeven. I have been the auctioneer at the Calvin Christian Dutch Festival auction for the last 30 years. Our family have been supporters of Calvin Christian since 1978, and actually we go back farther than that. My mother and father-in-law, Dick and Gertie Dykstra, were one of the founding families of the Calvin Christian Grade School. This year, Calvin Christian Dutch Festival was canceled as well. However, we're still going to have an online auction for the Dutch Festival, and you could register for that by going to the Calvin Christian website, and it'll give you instructions on how to register and get a bidder number. We have lots of items that are for sale. We have handcrafted items, we have plants, we have baked goods, we have dinners and vacations. So get your bidder number and be sure to bid on all those great items. So sit back and enjoy this video as we enter our first online Calvin Christian auction. Thank you.
Oliebollen, and that is a really old-fashioned Dutch custom, and it is really an oudjaarsdag, which means Old Year's Day, and that's the day they made those.
The last day of the year.
Yes.
And they start in the morning. My mom would start baking them in the morning, and all day she was baking. We had oliebollen for the week. But that was the treat. Just they say New Year's here, but in Holland it is Oudejaarsdag. The last day of the year, that's the only time we got oliebollen.
Yeah.
And made them.
And they are, they're actually, somebody calls them like oil balls, they make fun of it, but that is not what it is, but they're more like a fritter, and you have dough, and you make the dough with lots of apples and lots of raisins, and you drop it in like a little ball in the oil, in hot oil, a good oil, like canola or something, and you fry them till they're brown,
Crispy.
nice, and they're crispy, and a nice tannish brown color, and they're delicious. You either dip them when you eat them in powdered sugar or cinnamon sugar. Yeah? Stroopwafel. Oh yes, that is a cookie. But it's a Dutch cookie, but it's a waffle, and they're very, very thin, and they slice it open, and they make the waffle nice and brown, and slice it open, and in between it they put a delicious syrup with real good old-fashioned English Lyle's golden syrup and brown sugar and butter, and it's delicious.
Hinkelen in de kring, allemaal in de kring. Geef elkaar een hand, hinkelen maar.
Kom vooruit, daar gaan we dan. Wie het langst weet hinkelen kan. Trek je rechterbeentje op. Hinkelen maar van om. Hinkepootje, 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 tingelingeling. Hinkepootje, hinkepootje, hinkepootje in de kring. Hinkelen op je linkerbeen.
I'm KORT GAILEY, and this is my essay about why you should come to the Dutch Festival. The Dutch Festival is a really fun event. You can see an amazing traditional klompen dance. You should also come because there is a very fun jail where you can get locked up in jail. That is why you should come to the Dutch Festival at Calvin Christian School.
En nu allemaal nadoen. En nu zijn we mooi.
This brings us to
Slokje. A slokje, well, you want to have a drink.
Snaps. In
Well-
Germany they say snaps, and Holland they say a bottletje.
Yeah, but slokje is it is a nip, but it is also when you have coffee time, you say, hey, can I have a slokje of your coffee?
Can I have a
But a
slot?
lot of people use it with a drink of alcohol.
okay.
That's the main reason.
But
Okay, so that's not really a coffee time.
well,
No, not really.
no, when you're young.
They don't want to drink your coffee or my coffee. They better stay out of my coffee. I want to drink that
Oh,
myself.
my kids always got a slokje of my coffee.
They need coffee milk.
Well, they did, but they first wanted to taste mine.
Oh yeah. Well, we couldn't have coffee when I grew up because
Oh.
my mom says then your hair will turn red.
Yeah, and then my mom told us that we would, well, you guys had red hair in your family.
Not me.
Oh,
Yeah, my sister, but not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but then
That was
my
the same.
mom would say, not too much coffee, a little slokje, because it will stunt your
Little nip.
growth.
It's like a nip.
Okay.
A little nip.
Aan de
my name is ELSA STOUT. I'm a former Calvin Christian student and a Calvin Christian parent. My earliest recollections of the Dutch Festival are that it was always super fun. I was in grade school as a klompen dancer, and then again in high school. I remember helping out with the games, but always hoping we had enough time that I could play games as well as help out with games. As a young mom with young kids, I remember my kids just really looking forward to going to the Dutch Festival. They milked cows back in the day and played games and did all kinds of wonderful things. As I got older and had kids in Calvin Christian, I was a part of the auction committee for many years, and I had to remember how important the Dutch Festival was to raising funds to support Calvin Christian.
What I always cherished about the Dutch Festival was the celebration of community, the heritage, but also the community that was still around. People would come from all over the United States and celebrate together this time of community, children and adults, but also that function of fundraising and financial support. They'd identify a need in the school and then set about raising money to meet that need. So this year, obviously, we can't have the games and some of those things, but the shopping still exists, not for Mother's Day, but for other things. And we encourage you to check out the auction, a very worthy cause this year, the Legacy Fund helping families in particular affected by the virus and the financial stability of the school for this year, but also looking ahead to next year. So we want to invite you to join in the Dutch Festival online auction this year and help support the cause of Christian education at Calvin Christian. So we hope to see you.
And our favorite of ours is our
Oh, kleuterjuffrouw. Oh, that's the kindergarten teacher or preschool teacher. You know, they do.
Preschool,
Yeah.
yeah, kindergarten.
They're always sweet ladies, usually.
Most of them.
Yeah, they are.
I never had one, so I don't know.
Oh, I love my little kindergarten teacher.
I
She
didn't
was
go to
nice.
kindergarten. There wasn't, when I grew up, there was no kindergarten.
Oh,
I had to go to first grade right away.
really?
Yeah, I was 6 years old, yeah.
Oh. Well, I got to go to Escondido Christian Training School to kindergarten. Wonderful lady.
I am Marie GALAZ, the president of the Calvin Christian Service Group, and I want to thank you for participating in the Dutch Festival auction this year. It's taken a new form online, and all of the money raised is going to the Legacy Fund to support Calvin families. We know times are hard for many, but one of the things I have loved most about sending my kids to Calvin is the love and faith that is showered on them by their teachers and students. Now, it is our turn to support and love on our students by ensuring that they can continue at Calvin even if their financial world is uncertain. So thank you for your participation in the Dutch Festival auction, and I hope your family continues to be safe and healthy.